Hey, what up, guys? Hold on. There we go. Hold on. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Why is my keyboard not working? There it goes. What's up, everybody? So nice to see you tonight. Yo, Island, fancy seeing you here. What's up? Hey, Coopers. What's up? Hey, to True Games. What's up? Middle Fork, Raven Hunter, Fallen Age, Black Blair. What's up, guys? Lesser Panda, Boss Haas OP, Goldeneye. Let the value begin. Should we start a new value goal? Hold on. This is louder than I thought it would be. There we go. That's better. Whew! Hey, Orbit King. You forgot today was Sunday. Yeah, that's right. Welcome in, everybody. Happy Sunday. I do have a PSP. Wow, you have a good eye there, Pizza Beer King. I don't know what's going to become of this one. What does the note say? Works when plugged in, but batteries don't work. Like any battery. None work. Huh. That is a really interesting issue. I've never once heard of that issue before. Have you guys? Yeah, maybe we should start a new value goal. So, how's the snow? Right? Seriously, N7? The snow is non-existent. There was a mild pile of snow earlier today I found. Check this out. This is so sad. The snowpocalypse of Seattle. Here it is, folks. The snowpocalypse has hit really hard. Ridiculous, right? Hey, what's up, Meatson? 100k value goal. Whoa, that's very impressive. Clean the terminals. I guess. I don't know. I'm going to try really basic things like that first, but this seems shocking that it's not working. But basically tonight, the main goal I want to hit is revenge on the PS2. I did a little bit of research, and I think I can tackle this. Now, I still don't have repair lasers. I don't have, like, a replacement laser. However, I think I can fix the PS2 now upon further research. So, we'll see what happens. You got 2 inches in the last hour in Bothell. Well, hopefully we get something. I didn't drive today. I say I didn't drive today. So it might be an interesting stream. Should we put in a value goal? What do you think, guys? So we have a event coming up. The Portland Retro Swap Meet. That's going to go on the 18th. Is the store closed? It is, yeah. The store closes at 7 on Sundays. Let's see. What's this song? I dig it. This is Chaos by Laserhawk. 5K? Do you think we can do 5K in 7 days? Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 days? I don't think we can do 5K in 6 days. That seems a little ridiculous. I think this should be a value only if there's a penalty for not completing it. I mean, the penalty was going to Arby's. However, Arby's closed. All of the Arby's closed. Alright, I'm seeing a lot of 2s and a lot of 3s. Why don't we split the middle and do a 2.5k goal between now and the 17th. Sound good? What was the gross for the day? Oh, we don't give any specific numbers on how our business is doing. I can say that we're doing good. Let's see here. But it's... Kelsey gets mad when I share this kind of numbers. I don't mind sharing them, really, honestly, but Kelsey doesn't like it, so... I'm sure she has her reasons. Okay. How's it look? Got to do a couple little adjustments here on the computer. Let's see here. Working on text. Okay, looks good. I just need to adjust the values, and otherwise we're good to go. So let's see here. Value goal. Let's change that to 1-17. And what is today? 1-12? Oh my goodness. 2.5. Okay. That is a pretty still ambitious goal, I guess. Let's see All right, I believe we have it. Does everything look great, guys? What do you think? Kelsey said January is a dead month. It hasn't been so far. Maybe later, but no, not so far. So far, it's been very good. The YouTube vid is funny. Oh yeah, thanks. 24-hour stream to fixing things if the goal isn't met. That would be good. If we don't meet the goal, do a 24-hour stream. Okay, do all the numbers look aligned? Everything look good up here, folks? What do you think? You fixing more PS2s? Well, so far I fixed 0 PS2s, but I'm going to try to fix 1. Maybe fix broken PS3s. Looks good? Thank you. Alright, let's get started then, folks. We're going to start up with some PS2 fats here, because we are completely sold out of PS2 consoles. These sell for $50 in our store, with the controller and all the cables. Numbers are too high. Oh, I see. Hold on. No, it's fine, it's fine. That's a mild adjustment. I'm just gonna let it be where it is. Oh god. My screen is glitching out so bad. There it goes. Fix some Dreamcast. No, actually, we have Dreamcast for sale. We don't have any PS2s, so we're gonna stick to the things we need. Network adapter is separate. Yeah, the network adapter we do sell separately. We sell it for only $5, but most people don't care about that kind of thing, so we separate it for the people who do care. When someone asks for numbers, just give them your phone number. Oh, now you're thinking, Mr. Ronio. Okay, folks, let's test out this PS2. Of course, with a PlayStation 2, you need to test multiple types of discs. Of course, you need to test your blue discs, which are games like Virtua Fighter 4. You need to test your normal gold discs, games like Final Fantasy X. And lastly, you need to test your PlayStation 1 discs, games like SpongeBob Super Sponge. You also will need to test, hold up, your memory card ports, and you need to test your controller ports. So, let's go ahead and give this guy a shot, see what happens. Oop. Does the Slim sell for the same? The Slim sells for $60 as opposed to $50. I find, in my experience, the Slim seems to be more durable and obviously much more convenient. And also, the Slim can, all of the Slim support component out, whereas only a few of the Fat support component out. Who has ever had broken memory ports? Apparently, iLearn is the only person I have ever run into it who has had broken memory ports, but, what if you're that one guy? What if you are iLearn? Wouldn't that be terrible? I still believe in you. Yesterday did not happen. Thank you, Clearlight. Thank you for looking past my mistake yesterday. Isaiah El Fuente, thanks for the sub with Twitch Prime. And My Bree, thanks for the sub with Twitch Prime. Thank you very much. And BVD, thanks for the cheer, buddy. Is it snowing in Seattle yet? No, still nothing. I'm going to run the camera outside. I came prepared.
Keep up the good work.
Thank you. I came prepared with all sorts of equipment for us to go play in the snow. So, if it happens, we're going to have fun. Okay, first off, this PlayStation 2 is reading... is reading PlayStation 1 games. No problem. I didn't actually watch. Did it take very long to load? I'm curious.
Hey.
Hey. That is a completely reasonable amount of time to load. So, I'm going to say PS1 is good to go. Let's see here. Let's scoot this over. I was just watching my past live stream. Whoa, weird, Brendan. Well, look at this. Now I'm here. You got a bunch of snow. Where are you at, Major Gamer Geek? Some people just slightly north of Seattle are saying they already have snow. Alright, next up we have a copy of Final Fantasy X here. This is a gold disc or standard DVD for the PlayStation 2. We'll see if this one works. Maybe should have a goal of a certain number of consoles fixed instead of price. I like price because it introduces a new level of strategy. It seems that Final Fantasy X is loading right away. You're hit with snow too, really, Degaz? I understand you live a bit outside of Seattle. Hey, Cortari, nice to see you. Bellevue has 0 snow. I'm bummed. I'm bummed too. Okay, it looks like Final Fantasy X is working. Let's check out our last disc here. We have Virtua Fighter 4. Now, just a note for everybody. This PlayStation 2 I found here in the back had no notes on it, so it very well might fully work. And I don't care enough to not take credit for finding a working PS2 in the bag and taking the time to test it, so... Vika, thanks for the... Or, what's up? I don't know what I'm saying. Yeah, I am fixing more PS2s. I think this PS2 just works. What's the most cost-effective place to live in Seattle? In Seattle? Well, I understand even in this neighborhood there's some, like, low-income housing? I guess that would be... That's the most cost-effective thing, is hide your income from the government and then live in low-income housing. That would be the best. If that was legal, that would be the best method. I have no idea, dude. I know a lot of people live in Tacoma and commute to Seattle, but, you know, then you gotta have... Just buy a really nice, super comfortable car. And that'll get the job done. Then it won't be so bad commuting from Tacoma every day. Yeah, West Seattle's cool. Again, the commute's kind of bad, but... Alright, let's go ahead and test this out. So, I just read that the cap on this PlayStation 2 controller is the only bad part of it. So we're going to go ahead and test this to make sure it's good. While we're at it, though, we're going to also test to make sure that both the memory card slots work. So memory card slot 1 looks like it's working. Memory card slot 2 looks like it's working. Alright, then... I'm your favorite dancer on Twitch. That's weird. What about dual-layer PS2 discs? Name one. I thought FFX was. What's a dual-layer PS2 disc? Okay. I need to get a game that I'm good with, like Tony Hawk Pro Skater 4. That'll help me test the controller. Because this particular controller is reported to have issues. 19968. 19968. But the issues seem very easy to fix, so we'll see. 19968. Come on, Tony, where you at? There you are. What's up, brother? Whew. We might have just found a good working PS2 here. What do you know? Chlorica, thank you for the sub with Twitch Prime. Thanks a lot, Chlorica. Either God of War is dual layer. Really? Okay. I didn't think it made a difference, but I mean, I'll pop into God of War if it makes you guys feel better. I remember that number. It's 3003. There we go. Alright, now we got God of War also for testing. We got like we're gonna test every game in the PS2 library. What? Snoochie Boochies? Okay. What's up, man? Nice to see a fish. Alright, let's test out this controller. So it says the cap on the left stick is bad, and I can see what they mean, but, and that will be an easy thing to fix, but I just want to make sure the controller still works good. Dual layer disc can show you a staggering laser. Okay. Oh, struggling laser. Okay. We should also test Super Mario 64. Now you're thinking, Orion. Oh yeah, it works, just the stick feels like garbage. So yeah, it's simply, we need to replace the stick on this PS2 controller, and then we'll be able to pair it with the system. Alright, so let's pop in God of War as per your recommendation, and we will see if it's still good. Seahawks were robbed. Graham didn't make that first. I think he did. I don't know. I honestly think it looked like he did to me, but... As much as sad as it was. More like Tony Hawk's Poop Skater. What? That's messed up, man. Tony Hawk's the best game ever made. Sounds like it's working. Yeah, Murdathon. Dude, Skate really holds up. I would go back and play it. Alright, looks like God of War is working. The new skateboarding game session is good? Is it? I was watching some gameplay of it, and it looked like it was just missing a little something. I'm not sure what. Maybe bigger levels? I don't know. It looked like it was really missing something. Love you, shit, super chill. Other. Oh, thanks, Brony. Alright, we're going to scoot this PS2 over. It looks like he's probably good to go. We're just going to go ahead and replace the sticks inside of this PS2 controller. So, pull up a seat. Rip Skate 4. What do you mean Rip Skate 4? Come on, man. Hold out hope. Come on, fish noises. Cooper, 1978, thanks for the follow. Welcome. Apathetic one. That's a hard, unique stance, buddy. Hey, what's up, Kevin Shane? I hate you. Skater XL better than Session. Oh yeah, I'm mixing the two up because they kind of seem very similar to me. I'm going to go ahead and split the difference and say Skatebird is better than all of them. What am I working on tonight? Hey, it's Apa. I am working on PlayStation 2 consoles first and foremost, and then I'm going to move on to NES consoles. Because that's what we're all sold out of right now. Looks like GameCube consoles and 64s are starting to sell out as well, though. But dude, I'm just surprised. I don't know. I was going to say, I'm just surprised that nobody's been able to replicate that feel of Tony Hawk. This is not nostalgia glasses, motherfuckers, because I have gone back and played Tony Hawk recently. The feel of it is much different than any of these other games trying to kind of replicate the feel. Like the closest I saw was a game called Wave Break. It's an indie game all about they're like speedboats, like weird animals on speedboats that shoot like rockets at each other and stuff. But also it plays like Tony Hawk. It's really weird, and that was the closest feeling I got to it. But for whatever reason, that feel of flow and comfort is very hard to replicate, it seems. I played the Skatebird demo. It wasn't quite there, and don't get me wrong, I am excited for Skatebird, and did support it for a ridiculous amount of money on Kickstarter. But, yeah, I don't know. Didn't feel quite right yet. Hopefully it gets better. Let's see here. They had too much realism in the other skating games. Yeah, I mean, that's cool too, right? But if you're looking for that arcade feel, it's not right. I thought I brought two sticks out here. Oh, is this it? Oh, yeah. One of the sticks rolled all the way over here for some reason. Hey, Dalek. Nice to see you. Feel as in gameplay or like... Oh, no. Just in gameplay, man. It's just... It feels like... You ever play a game and it feels like it's your inputs don't quite match what your character is doing? And one of the best examples I could come up with of this would be like Red Dead Redemption or Grand Theft Auto 5, where it feels like you're just kind of directing the character, less so than you're directly controlling every action. And, of course, I love these games. Red Dead was my favorite game of the last year, but like, and I love that too. I love the control of it too, but it's different. It's a different type of control than like say Tony Hawk, where it feels like every input you press is controlling exactly how your character is moving. I guess to really understand what I'm saying, you'd probably have to play the games a little bit to get that feeling, but or like a platformer, like a tight platformer, you know what I mean? No love for Top Skater? I haven't played that one. So no, absolutely no love for Top Skater. One of the worst games I've never played. Have you messed with arcade one-up machines? If so, what arcade would you like for them to make? I haven't messed with them. Are those the little mini cabinets? Those tiny cabinets you can like sit down on your knees and play? Where's the love for tech decks? Now you're thinking. Tech decks were the best, man. Alright, let's go ahead and I'll put the new sticks in. Let's try to put this controller back together and call it good. But, you know, I don't like to do this without your guys' help, you know. Having Twitch observe these repairs and things like that, it helps so much, you know, to keep everything on track. Sometimes I get distracted, and you guys notice things I don't notice, you know. So it's very helpful. So, is everything looking good? We're doing everything right, guys? Yeah, everything looks good, right? We got it. Okay. Let's go ahead and put the screws back in. What do you think is the best built controller? Oh, boy. I would probably say something very simple. Like the NES, Super Nintendo controller, something like that. Xbox 360 controllers are very, very, very nice. Like, it's very simple. It's just a small circuit board inside the controller with direct inputs to everything except for the D-pad. That part's a little messed up, but yeah, I really like the 360 if you're going modern, but if you're going retro, I'd say NES, man. And, yeah, NES is perfect. It's perfect. So I'm glad you guys were here to consult on this PS2 controller. It's perfect. We really nailed it. Thank you, everybody. Bruh, no triggers? Triggers? What are you talking about? What do you mean triggers? There's no triggers on the PS2 controller. There's L1 and R1 and... Oh! Whoops! I forgot these! Whoopsie daisies! Just kidding. I baited you guys. I tricked you the whole time. It's easier to put them in after, actually. Haha, gotcha. Yeah, it's much easier to put them in after the fact. When you put them all in together at the same time, you have to like slide a piece under the triggers, and that can cause it's like the silicone bump that the trigger pushes down to tell the controller you press the button. So if you are sliding that bump under the trigger, it can sometimes lead to like it getting bunched up or not quite put in right, whereas opposed to if you put in the triggers afterwards, you don't really run into those issues anymore. I don't appreciate your ruse. Sorry, Bernaire. Sorry about that, buddy. Alright, let's go ahead and clean this guy up. Or actually, let's test him first. That's probably the smart move, right? And we might have our first bit of value tonight, folks. Wouldn't that be awesome? Scooter Beach, what's up? You getting any snow yet? Still no snow. The Big Papa Coaster Snow Watch is still quite boring. Oh, whoops. I was going to test that. Whatever. Let's see here. Are they just clip? Yeah, they are just clip buttons, exactly. Yeah, let's get that value moving, Roadrunner. That's what I'm talking about. I'm surprised I'm starting the value with something so risky, you know. The PS2 isn't a sure thing. If I'm fixing a 64, easy. It's just a matter of time we're going to get that sucker working. But the PS2, man, that's something way different. No snow days for me. Dude, when you're running a business, you do not want snow days. Boy, how the tables have turned. See you later, Marksman. Yo, King Bones! Thank you for the sub with Twitch Prime. Thank you very much, Mr. Bones. What a cool guy. Thanks a lot, man. Alright, how we doing? Gonna resurface discs? Yeah, I could do that. Alright, folks. Let's see. So, let's test this controller really quick. Really, there should be no kind of issues that came up in between me replacing the sticks and now, but let's pop in Tony Hawk just to be sure. Where'd I put Tony Hawk? Oh, there he is. Scooter Beige, we're not talking about the PS2 from last night. It's out with the old, in with the new. The PS2 from last night was just a bad dream. Since my daughter started online school, she hates she gets no snow days. You got me. Half a busted me over here. Alright, folks, so here we are. Back to the Tony Hawk. Let's see how the controller's working. You ship to Canada? I do. Did the camera get moved closer? Yeah, I moved it closer while I was repairing the controller, but now that we're done with that. Do you have Rule of Rose in stock? You know me, Swiss Army. I got every game in stock you could imagine. Please tell Kelsey I still watch the stream. Oh, do you? Let's see. Scooter Beach, thank you for the sub. Thanks for the sub, Scooter. Alright, here we go. Free skate, Tony, practice. Alright, looking good. You bought a copy of Zelda Majora's Mask for $45 off eBay. It's a gold cartridge. Neat. That's awesome, man. Give that to me. I need to give it to Bleed Blue. Here's a pro skater pro trick you guys might not have known. So this is the practice ramp in Tony Hawk, right? You would only find this if you go to... Hold on. So here you're at the select a skater part, right? I'm picking my Tony Hawk here. And then at the bottom there's practice. Now most people would never click practice because a bad boy with attitude like me, like a pro skater, is not going to practice anything. Okay? Of course not. So one day out of the blue I just decided to click practice for some odd reason. And lo and behold, it was worth it because there are hidden cash floating in the air. You use these cash to buy new moves and new skaters and new clothes and all sorts of stuff. And there's about $1,000 in cash in here, which isn't a lot. But if you're a completionist like me, you're missing out. You would never be able to complete the game all the way without going to this practice area. So, do it just once. There's some dollars here. Let's get some dollars for Tony. Oh, what? I didn't get it. Hold on. Let me try again. What the fuck? Where's the cash? Oh, there's some. Yeah, I got $100. You're welcome, Tony Hawk. Check's in the mail, son. Anyways, sorry. The main point is that the controller feels good. Are we having dibs tonight? Sure, why not? I don't give a shoot. I'm not really... Do you have Hoop Slinger for PS4? No, that's a very rare game. I don't know if you knew, son, but that's an extremely rare title. Add to the value for the night. I'm about to. Hold up. Oh, the $100? Very funny. Very funny. Alright. Let's move over Tony Hawk. Alright, folks. Here we are with our first bit of value for the night. It is a PlayStation 2 console, complete with a first-party controller and all the cables, of course. expect nothing less from your local Pink Gorilla location. And this goes for only $50. Now, I will say it does not include a memory card, and that's not from us being cheap. Do not get it twisted. That is by design, you see. A lot of people still have their childhood memory cards. A shocking amount of people have their childhood memory cards. So we like to not include extra items if you don't need them. You're packing for PAX South. Oh yeah, that's in about 1 week, isn't it? That's cool, man. Whew. Remember Lucky Luke on Super Nintendo? I never played that one. Was that on Super Nintendo? That's the cowboy. I don't remember playing that one ever. Ed Weirdum, thanks for the follow. And Free Beer 187, thank you for the follow. Welcome. All right. Okay, let's see. Let's do a auction time? What do you mean an auction? We don't do auctions here. Alright, PS2 seems sufficiently clean. Hey, good evening, SGB. Nuclearville, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Spanky's Quest for SNES. Yeah, I have several copies of that. What's the most value you fixed in one day? I think I once stayed up really, really, really late. Into like 1200. But we've redefined value, you know what I mean? I guess you probably don't know what I mean. At one point, I was counting value as like, if I fixed, say, Chrono Trigger, a game we sell for about $100, if I fixed the battery in that, we were counting that as $100. That's not fair. We've changed the rules. Now, if you fix a battery, it's just $5. It's not the value of the game. Rune Warcleave, thanks for the follow. Welcome, buddy. What's the difference between a fat PS2 and a slim PS2? Of course, I mean, besides the obvious, the size, in my experience, the slim PS2 is much more durable. And then, all of the slim PS2s can do component out, whereas only a couple of the fat PS2s can do component out. I think that would probably be the biggest factor, is having component out. There we go. Whew. Do I have Spelunky? Sure, I have everything. Let's see. Is this your shop or do you just work in it? No, I own the store. Please, if you have any questions for me, besides specific numbers, I'd be happy to answer. A lot of people say, like, how much money does the store make in a day? And it's, you know, my wife doesn't really like when I answer those kind of things. I don't particularly care, honestly, but yeah. How much is the PSP for? How much does the PSP for? Good question. Alright, so we fixed that PS2. That's $50. Let's add it to the charts. Oops, hold on. Oops. Oh my gosh. I didn't realize I still had that open. Fuck. Alright, so there we go. Let's see. The PSP. Let's see what model it is. There we go. Fixed. Emmy328, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Okay, here's the PSP. What model is this? This looks like this is a 3000 actually. Very valuable model. These ones sell for $70. Now the note on it says that it has had replacement batteries, but none of them are getting any good results. So let's see if we can find one of these replacement batteries and test it for ourselves and see what happens. It says it'll only work if the power is connected. Is this an AGS 101? It is not. No, I wish. Why is certain models worth more? Just like how comfortable they are, I would assume. I don't think that the 3000 has too many new functions that the 2000 doesn't have. I'm sure there must be some other factor I'm not knowing about, but you know, seems like most people buy the PSP to mod them. Maybe the 3000 is the best for modding. Beats me though, really, honestly. Alright. go ahead. 3000 has a different screen. Yeah, oh, is the screen brighter, really? I did not notice that, because I was thinking about that. I'm like, maybe it has a brighter screen? I have never noticed. I didn't spend a lot of time with the two back-to-back. Okay, let's go ahead and give this guy a shot. First things first, we're going to need a new battery. Alright, we're going to take one directly out of the packaging. I'm also going to need a charger. Oh, where's the charger? What the hell? Apparently we have no PSP chargers right now. Maybe it's down here. Hold on. Okay, yeah, apparently we are out of PSP chargers. Well, we got brand new ones, so how about that? That'll fix that little problem. Oof. Alright, let's try it out. Oh, thanks, Salinity Divine. That's very nice of you. Let's see here. My PSP needs a new screen. Sorry to hear that. They're not the worst things in the world to replace, really. They are pretty expensive, though. Oh my gosh. Corey, you sell that PS Vita yet? My 100 could be your 100. Yeah, it's already sold, dude. I'm not over here like, oh, if only I had $100 more from Mucky Mucks. You know? I appreciate your interest, but sorry, man. I don't mean to make fun of that, but I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm sorry. I gotta think of the store's well-being first. The longevity of the store comes first, so I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Let's see here. Are you fucking serious? Are you reading the same notes as me? Works when plugged in, but batteries don't work. Like any battery. None work. Wow, we've hacked the system, folks. Do I have a girlfriend or wife? Technically I have a wife, but she's more of a life partner. Who took that note? Probably some kind of maximum doofus made this note, I'd say. Let's see here. Alinity Divine, thank you for the follow. That's so nice of you. Someone fired. Yep, somebody is extremely fired. I think Kelsey is the one who's fired. Alright, well, so we have obviously a working PSP here. Here's the AC adapter that'll be paired with it. Sometimes you just need like bigger brain testing methods to make sure that your systems are all working. So let's go ahead and pop in a game really quick to make sure that's all good. Make sure it has a memory card, and then we have a $70 increase in value. Holy shit. Did I go to the gym today or too lazy? Today I was a little bit lazy at the gym. I ran like half a mile, but I ran 1 mile. I'm so fucking out of shape as far as stamina goes. It's disgusting. What? You can't have 2 wives? That's illegal. Probably. That's against some rules. I'm good. 1 is annoying enough. I don't need a second one. Am I right, guys? Just joking around. All right. How are those batteries? The aftermarkets I've tried have been garbage. I've had good results with these. I've actually used this battery in our tester first for many... I guess it's been like 2 years now. I'm just joking. Hey, what's up, Jared? Nice to see you. I like to use corny jokes and stuff. My favorite corny joke. I was just talking about this with an employee earlier today. My favorite corny joke for game store owners is, you see my disk resurfacer? It's my best employee. Never asked for a break. Never bitches. Never asked for time off. It's always working hard. So stupid. How much is a battery? We sell them for $10. That's what I should do. So I have a disc resurfacer. I think I have 2 that are available for sale. They're like lower quality ones in the storage unit right now. I want to bring them down to Portland because there's lots of game store owners there. I want to bring it down there and just put a big ass sign on it, be like, be the proud new owner of the best employee. Something cheesy like that, and they'll just love it. And I'll just be like the whole time just like, you fucking lame. All right, let's try out a game on this. Yo, in honor of the Seahawks not winning today, I'm going to test this with Madden. It's really messed up. I think we all know that the Seahawks were cheated out of the last game. But we won't talk about that. This employee's qualities will surface quickly. Very good. Seahawks suck. What? I guess you're right. Technically you are correct. Don't worry, Cody. The Supersonics will make me proud, yeah. Or whatever our hockey team is called. Is a resurfacer your best employee? Because it can always read the situation. What does that mean? Can I ban you? Why? I like you. You're a little jokester. We don't ban you people. You guys are good people. You run around and make Twitch more entertaining. Alright, let's see here. I mean, I can if you want, I guess. I don't want to, but if you really want me to, just say the word. I got you. Alright, let's see here. Have you had any shoplifting stories? I have a few humble tales. Alright, I think this one's good to go. UMD read time is horrible. That seemed pretty average on this one that I just popped in, but... Oh, I learned it. Aww. Rest in peace, Mr. Divine. You got any PSP Go docks? No, I have chargers, but not docks. Is this a 3000? It is a 3000. You boys want to hear a story about shoplifting? I can definitely tell one. Unfortunately, the people who've been here a while have probably heard it already. I have 2 or 3 of them, but I think you guys, all the regulars, have already heard them. So I hate to be a broken record. All right, the last little bit I need to check on is the memory card and make sure it's reformatted. Tell them. Look, Toxic is asking for it. He hasn't heard. Dr. Wrestler hasn't heard. Move on from the negativity. Let's create some value. What negativity? I must have missed it. Who cares about the regulars? I care about the regulars. We got regulars like let's see here. Oscar. Everyone knows Oscar. Oscar Honest. He's been around for a bit. Toxic 417, one of my favorite regulars. OG. OG is an OG. He named himself OG because he's been around on this stream so long. Ghost PW, One of the OGs. Ghost Password, we love you. Story time. Okay, I'll tell you some of the stories. You have a red PSP? No, I don't. I have a black one. One hell of a guy. Volume ST, thank you for the sub, and also Omega Wolf 2150, thank you for the sub. BBD following that up with 100 bits, and Oscar with the sub as well. That means we are inches away from joining a hype train, folks. That's a new feature on Twitch to make everyone spend more money. That would be hype. Now that's epic. Do you have a Spotify playlist? No, I'm just playing Laserhawk.
Regular bot.
Regular bot, yeah. So, folks, let's tell a couple stories here. First story. Oh, sorry. Let's. Oh wait, no. There we go. Hold on. Getting distracted. I want to make sure I'm focusing. Okay, so at first, I need a what's it called? The Duo memory stick. Yeah, be right back. I have to grab one of those memory sticks, and then we can do it. Alright, we got it. Let's go ahead and reformat this stick real quick. Robot Man, thank you for the sub with Twitch Prime. Much appreciated. Hey Anarcho, nice to see you, man. It's snowing in Vancouver. Well, I'm jealous. Okay, let's just go ahead and make sure this stick is empty. Ta-da! Okay, it looks like we have a new PlayStation Portable 3000 edition. All good to go. Let's see here. That brings us up to a total of $120 fixed for the night. Thank you, everybody. Tatoru-kun, thanks for the follow. And Saha Josh, thanks for the follow. Welcome, guys. And Robot Man 44, thank you for the sub. How much does that sell for? These things sell for $70. You're right, I forgot to test the Wi-Fi. My mistake. Can you help me with a question about a system? Just ask the question. What do you... Okay, the answer is no. You're welcome to ask whatever, but...
How much would you sell that PSP for with a copy of Star Wars Battlefront 2?
Well, let's see how much a copy of Star Wars Battlefront 2 sells for first. Let's see here. I am all sold out of Star Wars Battlefront 2 right now, sir. So unfortunately, I could only sell you the system. But also, I can't sell it to you online. So, alright. Cool. Can you answer the following question? You got the right idea, Drink. Alright, cool. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so I'm sorry, I got distracted. I was going to tell you the shoplifting story. I apologize, everyone. So, there I was, minding my own business. As a matter of fact, I would say I was not minding my own business. I was at home that day, being a lazy piece of crap. Taking a day off. Something most business owners barely get a chance for. You know, even on your days off, you have to answer emails about how everyone hates each other and respond to small questions here or there about this and that. You're always on, is what I'm trying to say. And I was at home before coming into work that day, and come to find out an epic story unfolded right before my unwatching eyes. a person came into the store trading in a fight stick, a highly customized fight stick. You know fight sticks, you know the fighting game community. They all have very awesome customized fight stick controllers. Nobody actually uses those standard like Street Fighter Anniversary Arcade Edition controllers. Maybe they'll take that as a base, but then after that they'll make it their own. They'll add some personality to it. Yeah. So one of these highly customized controllers comes in from a couple who don't mean to profile or anything, but don't look like they know a whole lot about in-depth fighting games. You know, they're really old, an older couple who, I don't know, just doesn't look like they know a whole lot about Melty Blood. So they bring it in. They go, all right, we got this fight stick. We got a couple games. Hey, we need to go sell these books we have across the street at the bookstore. We'll be right back. Right? So the employees go to test the fight stick, and they're having a little bit of trouble. You know, some of these custom fight sticks act a little weird. Sometimes they require a little bit of programming. And it turns out somebody has left their name on the inside of the fight stick. You see, all of these they have little openable compartments so that you can adjust like the triggers and buttons and remap it as you please. And on the inside, when you're looking in to remap it, there's a guy's name and his phone number. So we look in on the inside, and the name does not at all match the ID of the person who's trading these items in. You see, we always require identification when you trade items in. It's a Washington law. Sure, it's a law in every state. And the employee takes it upon themselves to call the name and number that was left inside of the fight stick and say, hey, what's going on? Hey, I got your fight stick here. Did one of your fight sticks go missing? Like, what's going on? And he goes, oh yeah, someone broke into my car, stole my fight stick, and stole books out of my car after shattering the window. And at that point, the employee took it upon themselves to break our procedure, and go, all right, I'm going to bust these guys. So the guys come back from selling the books, which, by the way, obviously also came in from this same theft, right? The guy said he lost his books. The guys must have broken into his car, stole his fight stick, stole his books, and got some money off the books. But from us, they weren't going to get any money. They come on into the store, and he goes, hey, really sorry, can't buy this fight stick from you. Also, not going to give it back to you. Which, right away, no, do not do that. As cool as that is, don't get me wrong, I do not care about people's safety in general. That sounds like something I would do, but I do care about my employees' safety. I care about other people around me, not my own as much. But that sounds like something I would do, but not want one of my employees to do. So the guy says, look, I can't give you any money for this fight stick, and I'm not giving it back to you. And they're like, what? Why? He goes, oh, well, maybe I should call this guy, Mr. Jaron, over here, and see what he thinks about this fight stick. And the guys just like looked at him and just like turn around and just like walk right out the door. Apparently had no problem. They clearly realized they'd been caught in a theft situation. We also had their ID and everything, so we were able to return the fight stick to the owner and report the. Because we always scan IDs, like with a photo scanner and everything. So we were able to report them to the police as well. I don't know if anything came from it after that. Honestly, I got other shit to do. I don't really care. That's their own business. But we were able to return the fight stick to the original owner. So yay for us and him. And also just cut all that shit short. Yeah, so there was one good ending, most theft stories don't have a good ending for the owners, so... Police got donuts instead. Yeah. I don't want to end it negatively. We should have called the cops, you think, Featherman? No, dude, the cops, they do not help in these situations. We've had many situations where we've had to call the police and they'll end in just the police just never showing up or all sorts of things, I mean, I guess, you know what, you're right, Feathermoon. That is what I would say to the employee who did that. I would say, hey, you should have called the cops and not done that really cool thing that you did. They broke into the guy's car. Yeah, but I mean, do you have evidence that they broke into the guy's car? What's to say they didn't find the fight stick and the books on the street? You know what I mean? Like, you you need a lot of evidence to actually get somebody around here. Maybe they just found the fight stick on the street along with the books. Do you have any evidence that they broke into the car? I certainly don't. So if I buy anything, I need to show proof of ID? No, you don't need to show proof of ID if you buy anything. Of course not. Just if you sell things to us. You should tell the one where they stole the game from the store and resell it back to the store. Ugh! I hate that story. What's the next story? Sure, Toxic. I'll tell you another one. Just give me 1 second. I'm going to go grab the cables I need because I want to make a little bit of value progress while I do this. I'm going to test this PS2, okay? Be right back, guys. You need an ID to pawn stuff. I'm sure that's probably a rule in every state, right? That's got to be. There's no way you can pawn stuff without an ID in any state. GameStop doesn't give a fuck about IDs when taking games? Oh. You don't think so? They always take my ID around here. I'm sure GameStop just abides by whatever local laws, right? I know in some states you have to give your fingerprints, which I think is a little excessive. But, yeah, dude, that's so ridiculous. You have to give your fingerprints? Isn't it in California? I don't know if it's some parts of California or all of California, but I think I heard it's some parts you have to give your fingerprints to sell a game to GameStop. What the fuck? That's out of control, man. Florida does fingerprints? Really? Ohio and Texas, I know it's a law. To do your fingerprints? To sell a video game? Hey, little Billy turning in his copy of Kinect Adventures? Let me get them fingerprints on our records so they can get stolen later. What the fuck is that? We're gonna need a stool sample, just in case. Cali does fingerprints in GameStop? That's crazy. Okay, so this guy's not working. Put my shoes up? What does that mean? Little Billy is a repeat offender. Little Billy's a good kid. Alright. Where'd my PS1 game go? There was a copy of SpongeBob Super Sponge. What did you do with it? Oh, there it is. So, our copy of Tony Hawk Pro Skater 4 didn't work in here. Let's try out Super Sponge. The fuck? What the fuck? Oh. Why wasn't that working? Am I crazy? Okay. I think I was just going crazy. Anyway. Quarterback Club 98 is awesome. Glad to hear it. Is that game stark black and white? On the top cover, yeah. Okay, so it does read PS1 games. It had trouble reading Tony Hawk. Let's go ahead and have it try to read Final Fantasy X. And then we will move on. Got a favorite PSP game? Not yet. I'm waiting to try out a game called The Third Birthday. It's sort of Parasite Eve 3, but it's completely unrelated to the other games. Do you guys happen to sell Game Sharks and Codebreakers? Yes. Did you know the little PlayStation icon on the CD tray spins? I did know that. Check it out, guys. Whoa. I did, VHS. Alright, so it won't read this one either. So let's go ahead and try this out. Parasite Eve Book of Mormon version? What does that mean? Alright. Oh wait, hold on. So I'm trying to think about this. Yeah, so I need that closed. There we go. Alright, let's open it up, get some work done. Oh yeah, okay, so next story, as I'm working on this. Story time with Big Papa Codester. Do I watch Dashie games? I've never heard of that. That does sound weird. Okay, next story. So, there I am. There I was. Not quite at work yet. I notice everything bad happens when I'm not at work. I need to be there to handle all of the badness. Because I just get these ridiculous stories whenever I'm gone, right? So, like, for example, there was this one guy, and this is unrelated, this is not a shoplifting story, but this is a one guy story. There's this one guy who is apparently just, like, creeping around, harassing the chicks who worked here. Like, all the time. And he would come in apparently only when I wasn't working, which was especially messed up because at the time, I was working, like, constantly, like, every second of every day. So it would be like literally when I would step out for lunch, he would come in and harass people and cause a scene and then leave before I came back. It was ridiculous. Was that you, John? Not cool. The great Grubeni, thanks for the follow. Midnight Dream, thanks for the follow. And Squishy Fluffkin, thanks for the follow. Welcome. So anyway, this one fool, he would come in all the time, bother everybody except me, and everyone would complain about him, ruining sections and saying weird stuff and smelling bad and just making everybody uncomfortable. And, honestly, it's so far back I can't even remember any specific funny offenses that he did. But basically, he was a huge problem that I'd have to read about in the end of the day email every single day. So, finally, we had multiple photos of this guy because he'd been causing so many issues. We had multiple photos of this guy. Finally, I see him, and I lost my mind because I was at wit's end hearing about this guy constantly messing up my business, messing up my life. I lost my shit. As soon as I saw him, I'd seen so many photos of him, I knew the guy right away. I run up to him, I'm like, you motherfucker, get the fuck out of here, I'm gonna kill you, I was screaming at him, like, freaking out.
I hope you're having a great... Let's fix some stuff, huh?
Yeah, Jack, sorry, I was screaming at him, I was about to kill the guy. He went right out the door, just backing right out as I was screaming at him in front of customers. It was embarrassing, honestly, looking back at it, but I've never been so annoyed with a guy in my life. Like, he was causing so many problems. And we never, ever, ever saw him again, thank God. But man, I can't remember the things I was saying to him. It was really messed up, though. What did he do? So many things. Mostly harassing chicks. Anyway. And then a customer handed me a gun, and then everyone clapped. Aren't you scared if he comes back? No! What? What about that made you think I was scared that he would come back? I was hoping he would come back when I was there so I could fucking yell at him. Anyway. Did he say anything to you while you was walking away? No, he was freaked out. Like, because I went from 0 to 100 instantly. Yeah. He creeped on the... It sounds like it, yeah. But I've never seen him again. Or maybe it's just been so long I don't even remember what he looks like now. But I remember him causing so much issues in my life for so long. I'm so glad he's gone. Is that what I did to you at Backfest Boss House? Sorry, let me catch up. Big Trev, thank you for the host. Thanks, buddy. El Haj, thanks for the follow. And Don82Juan, thanks for the follow. So yeah, anyway. That guy, glad he's gone forever. But anyway, this other guy, he's another repeat offender, just like this fella I just told you about me yelling at. So this other guy, he comes in, and I know you guys have heard this story recently, but I'm going to tell it again for the new folks here. So this other guy comes in, very, very high in some way, you know. Comes in with his girlfriend, and we're dealing with his girlfriend up at the counter. Meantime, this guy's over here at the wall like this. Like, he's looking at the Nintendo 64 games over here at the wall. As you guys know, we have our games hanging up on walls. He's looking at the 64 games like this. So at some point, he gets like so close and is grabbing one so hard that he rips it right off of the wall. And he's just holding the game after ripping it off the wall, just like... So I come up to him and I grab the game from him, you know, very lightly. I'm not just like, yo! Snatch it out of his hand. I just grab it out of his hand very lightly. I'm like, oh, hey, man, just let me know if I can cut any games down for you. You don't have to rip them off. I got you. Very polite, very nice, trying to keep it as casual as possible. These kind of things happen all the time, you know? These guys will rip things off the wall, and they don't mean to do it most of the time. But I grab it out of his hand and say, hey, man, don't worry about it. I'll cut anything down you need. Just let me know if you want to buy a game, and I'll cut it down for you. And he goes, hey! I wasn't stealing that! You know, this is like... At this point, I forgot what he was referring to, because it was so belated. But I'm back behind the counter, just kind of trying to repair the damage he did. And, he's way out of it, but very upset. I was like, oh, yeah, man, I know you weren't stealing it. Don't worry about it. I was just putting it aside for you. But he was really mad. So he walks up to the counter, and he's glaring at me as hard as he can, which looks something like this. You know, he's trying his best to glare at me and let me know that he's upset. So I'm just minding my own business. I'm like, whatever. I'm going to just keep cleaning these games. He can be upset all he wants. So this fella... Sorry, one sec. So this fella, after his... If I remember right, I know this is an added detail from the last time I told the story, but now that I'm recalling it, I'm pretty sure his girlfriend's credit card was declined. So... the girl's credit card's declined. He's standing there, and we're just like, oh, sorry, I guess we can't help you today. Come back tomorrow. Maybe we'll still have these games after you get your bank stuff sorted out. And the guy's like, I need a paper. So Kelsey hands him a little Post-it note and a pen. And he writes down in the note, right here in front of all of us. He's just writing here on the note, this guy is mean, or a jerk, or something like that, right? This guy is a jerk. And he just passes it over to Kelsey with, me right here, Kelsey right here, his girlfriend here, and he's here. Nobody is not within direct range of this. It's this guy is a jerk. Got him! Busted! Big Papa Coaster's on notice. So this guy, as I mentioned at the beginning of the story, is a repeat offender. Yeah, I got wrecked. But But this guy's a repeat offender, as I mentioned. So this fella comes back, this time without the girlfriend. We're all watching a jerk. I'm sorry. But the fella, he comes back another time, this time without the girlfriend. And he, it's quite a few years in the future, actually. And the guy comes back, and this time it was, he came back and was ripping shit just right off of the wall and just putting it into his pocket. Now, this is another situation where I wasn't there, so I wasn't able to really do anything about it. But luckily, we had a highly skilled employee who was able to handle the situation. So apparently, the guy was just ripping stuff off the wall very blatantly. You can always tell, you can always hear when things are very suspicious going on in the store, because it makes a big ripping sound, a big cracking sound. And our employee Tank, he heads on over to the wall to investigate what's the loud noises. And sure enough, the guy has like a big coat on, and he's got games sticking out of his coat, like inside of our bags, in the ripped bags, right? So this time he's just, but again, this time he was very out of it. He was, oh, there we go. He was on something again in our store, ripping stuff off the walls, and I guess the employee, nicknamed Tank, he just decided upon himself to just pull the games right out of his pocket. Just reach right in and go, pull those right out. And again, the guy's first reaction is, I wasn't stealing those. It's like, well, I mean, at this point, come the fuck on, right? I wasn't stealing those games that were shoved in my pocket and ripped off the wall, right? But anyway, he left like pretty much right after that. And is Tank big or small? He's like the same height as me. So only a manlet by like 2 inches, I think, if I remember right. 6 foot is technically the correct height to be as a man. Obviously, I'm just joking. So no, Tank's a big guy. He's called Tank for a reason. He's buff as fuck. But yeah, so the guy left, and the interesting bit about the story was that this gal Alex, who works up at Al's up the street, they also sell video games, they also sell music and movies and things, and she comes in later with a photo of him and goes, "Hey, this guy was just in my store stealing shit, you should know about him," and was passing word around the Ave, you know. The Ave is the neighborhood we live in, so she was going up and down the street passing it out to everybody. And sure enough, it was the exact same guy from not only the story I just told you, but the one from that Tank did. Tank recovered our games as well, so he's a troublemaker, that's for sure. But he's permanently banned from the store. We've passed around his photo a lot. We have just a clipboard over there, a bulletin board over there, full of faces of thieves, man. Who's taller, Cody or Peppa Pig? How tall is Peppa Pig? I gotta be taller, right? Am I in the U District? Yes. Yes, I am. Nate Dog, thanks for the follow. Killjoy, thanks for the follow. Penn, thanks for the follow. Boss 6, thanks for the follow. Iron Man Sam, thanks for the follow. Chris Lee, thanks for the follow. Don 82 Juan, thank you for the follow. And Jack Frags, thank you for the sub. Welcome, guys. Anyway, so we're going to fix this PS2 laser. Having trouble reading it. Just so yeah. Sec, folks. Anonymous gifted us here. Gifted a sub to Shao Duar. Thank you very much, Mr. Anonymous. It's very nice of you. How tall am I? I am 5'10". Lord Lamb says, nicest customer ever. We have one guy. He's Ghetto Ewok, thanks for the follow. The Red Wolf, thanks for the follow. Fafino, thanks for the follow. Nimyana, thanks for the follow. So one of our nicest customers, I think he occasionally watches on Twitch, but like kind of rarely, I think. His, I guess I won't say his name. He's, he buys a ton of stuff, but he's also just so polite and nice and like cool to talk to. But I guess I haven't seen him around as much lately, but... Oh, damn it. Hold on a sec. Sorry. I'm not focusing very well. He was the guy who made us the pink gorilla candle that I was showing off. He's a real nice guy. I still see him around, but just not as much. God damn it. Having trouble adjusting this laser. It is extremely sensitive, I guess. Got any copies of Suikoden 2? You know it. Kelsey is taller than Cody. Not quite. Ranmer, thanks for the follow. Mayoral Digital, thanks for the follow. Welcome. Metal Jesus pop in much? Oh, every once in a while. I'd say every other month, maybe. Every other month or once every 3 months. I think he tries to... Oops. He tries to come in and out, you know. He's kind of a popular guy. So I think he tries to avoid too much publicity. You know, he likes to... He is an open guy, a very friendly guy, but, you know, he likes to be ready for it, you know. He doesn't want to be caught off guard. I think he's just built such a huge YouTube channel and everything that I think he worries about a lot of things. So whenever I'm doing like my Twitch stream around him, for example, he likes to be, you know, well warned in advance so he's not caught off guard or anything like that. Let's see here. So, sorry, the way that was related was distracted by doing my my adjustments. The way that's related is like, you know, he likes to plan it so he can be in and out. Like, he gets the items he needs, calls ahead, see if they're there, comes in, picks them up, and gets moving. Because every time he comes in here, he gets stopped a couple times, you know. So sorry. What's Kelsey's... What? What the fuck does that mean, Ponestick? Is that another language? What's Kelsey's nom? Does that mean what she likes to eat? Before she became owner? What the resistance value you're trying to hit on the laser? I'm actually, upon looking into it further, instead of specifying a particular resistance value, I learned upon further research that's not a good idea. You just want to slightly lower it each time, just a little bit, and just see what works. You have any good ideas for high-end point rewards? No, I have no idea. I don't know what's a good idea. Hey, Raph Heavy. I have a few games I might want to trade in for something else. I know every game can be worth a different amount, but what's your pricing trade and price policy, if you will? I'm sorry, I don't have any kind of guidance on that at all. You know, popular games, Breath of the Wild, Mario Odyssey, Smash Brothers, you know, typical first-party Nintendo stuff's going to be worth a lot, whereas I guess on the Switch there aren't a whole lot of games that aren't worth anything. Maybe Troll and I, or whatever that game is called. But yeah, just bring your games in anytime for a quote. I'm really sorry we don't give any prices over the internet at all. Not even rough estimates, ballparks, whatever you want to call it. Do you think I'm pretty? Azeron? Sure. Starlink? Yeah, Starlink's not worth a whole lot anymore. Uh-oh. Oh, there you go. There we go. Okay. Let's try this. Alright, so I adjusted the potentiometer a little bit. Let's see if it works now. Final Fantasy X. Weird questions tonight. Yeah. I wish I picked those up at Best Buy Starlink. Jerk and I. Yeah, Shaq Fu isn't really worth anything, but I think most Switch games are worth... We'll give you some good money for them, because Switch stuff is very popular. Did we fix it? Ah, so close. Look at that. Now it works. Hold on. Let's try it one more time. I think we almost got it, man. Final Fantasy X is the only one you've played. What are my thoughts on the Hyperkin 64 controllers? I prefer the originals. Okay, I think it needs a slight more adjustment. Before we do that, though, let's try out Tony Hawk really quick. Extra Foo, thanks for the follow. Welcome, buddy. Alright, so now we're going to test it with Tony Hawk. Have I ever been tempted to take Adderall for late nights of console fixing? I've never really thought about it. Isn't that for, like, ADD or something? I don't have ADD. I don't... So, no? What are you talking about? A beer while working? Yeah, I'll enjoy a beer or two when I'm working on these repairs late at night, you know? Especially tonight, as I have absolutely... I usually drive to work. No drive home tonight, so... I was a little bit too afraid that the snowstorm that's supposed to hit would hit, so I decided to take the bus today. Do I have PS4? You know it. We sell everything, buddy. I don't know, it keeps you awake. It's stronger than caffeine. I mean, caffeine's doing a good enough job for me. I'm good. That sounds illegal. Like, don't you need a prescription for that? I'm not trying to do... I don't do illegal drugs, guys. And you shouldn't either. Unless you want to. Who cares? Alright. It's none of my business. When does the snowstorm hit? Well, it was like a 30% chance of it hitting tonight, and apparently it hit all the surrounding areas except for Seattle. Hey, Chibi-sama, what's up, buddy? How much you charge for PS4? $170? I think is their cheapest PS4. Big Papa Cheatster, did you ever see the thing I bought for you, buddy? I'll take a used PS7. Well, I'll sell them to you when they're available, sir. Will you be fixing any Game Gears tonight? No, that's like a 3, 4, 5 hour process. I don't think so, dude. Okay, we're just gonna lower that thing ever so slightly. Just barely lower that bitch. Just fucking barely... Oh! Okay, that should be good. How much do you sell DS Lights for? DS Lights are $50. I think we are sold out right now, though. I didn't lower it that much. What the fuck? This thing is very sensitive. I did lower it that much, apparently. Okay. This is a really early model of the PS2, so the laser is especially sensitive, it seems. But I think we can get it fixed, guys. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay, let's try that. Okay, this should be good. This should do it, guys. I think this is the one. If this isn't the one, what value did it read? Don't worry about it, dude. I'm not going to get into that. Last time we got into that, it was a huge waste of time. I just got 1,000 backseat PS2 repairs, and then come to find out upon researching further that there's no correct value for each PS2 model. It's just... case by case on the laser's durability and strength left. So Just don't worry about it. I'm not going to get into that this time. Let's see. You smell value coming up. Me too. Me too, VHS. I think this is going to be the one. I'd be surprised if this is not the one. Chibi, did you see the thing I got you? Motherfucker. Oops, I need a power switch. Okay. Okay, hold on. No, hold on. No. That's a bad idea. How are my PS1s? They're good. They're just chilling. How are your PS1s? Okay, here we go. Okay. You have a lot of Vitas? No, we're out. All sold out of Vitas right now. We had one, and it sold today. Vitas sell out very quickly here. What thing? I got you a thing, Chibi. What the hell? You didn't even know? I hate you, Chibi. Ah! It's still not working quite right? It's so close. Can every PS2 run PS1 games? Yes. How fun is my job? It's fun most of the time. I'd say almost constantly there are struggles that are infuriating, but look how close it is. What did Chibi get? Okay, I'll tell you guys. So I got Chibi at MagFest. I found a keychain. It's like a little 3D printed keychain of an SNES cartridge of Harvest Moon. So, yay. Go Cheapster. Cheapster will love it. Chibi's trying to collect every Harvest Moon game, and I believe the Super Nintendo version is the most expensive. No, you're not the worst part. You guys are the best part. This is the most fun. No one has told you about that? Oh, yeah, you weren't there, I guess. Thank you for not supporting me in my time of need, Chibi. But, yeah, I found a SNES keychain for you. I will hook you up later. I have a complete SNES Genesis on my modded Vita. Whoa, that's crazy. Where did the 30k rewards go? Dude, I had to take it away. It got too crazy too fast. Everyone's like, yo, I need you to fix the hardest things in the universe. Back to back to back. I was like, oh, fuck, this is not smart. We're going to have to re-come up with rewards. Bandito Justin, thank you for the 14 months. With Twitch Prime. Dude, this thing is so fucking sensitive. I can't believe it. Hold on. Wow. I can't believe how sensitive it is. Alright, let's try it now. I'm not so sure anymore. It seems like the last time we changed the resistance, it didn't make it load any faster. It seemed like it was the exact same result. So, not happy about that. Yo, Cody, I need you to fix this flux capacitor. I'll try it. I'll try anything. Planning on going to a con, then weekend. Any tips about going to the con? It will be your first one. Wait, what con are you going to, dude? Are you just going to the swap meet? I have a lot of tips for the swap meet if you guys need them. What's that red machine you're using? This is called a multimeter. So it will measure current, resistance, voltage. That's it, right? Yeah. Temperature, apparently, it says it'll measure. It's for measuring electricity. Ponestick told me to highlight my message. Oh, good job. New laser time? Well, I don't have any new lasers. They have been ordered, however, so maybe in the future, yeah. This might get marked as a new laser guy. Oh yeah, you guys want to hear the tips for going to the Portland swap meet? Am I streaming the swap meet? You know it, Firestorm. We streamed last time. I thought it went over really well. There was one very suspicious character with a trench coat. I'm going to try another disc besides this this Tony Hawk, because he looks like he's become kind of scratched. I don't know if that happened from me. I hope it did, but... You need SwapCon tips. You got it. Okay, so SwapCon tip number 1. SwapCon tip number 1 is going to be ask for a discount on every purchase. Even if you're just buying like one game, just be like, hey, what's the best you can do on this? Because there's an extremely high chance that you will, like a 99% chance you will get a better price no matter what you ask for. Or no matter the item. This is especially true as the event goes on and towards the end. People are kind of happy. People are in better spirits, feeling more generous as they've received more money for their items, and are generally more willing to cut deals and things like that. So that's tip number 1, kind of an obvious one. This is especially true also if you are buying a bunch of games. You typically, I mean, this is just like negotiation 101, but you typically don't really want to be the first person to throw out a number. So if you can ask them to add it up and then say something like, hey, what's the best you can do on this? So say they add it up to your total's $100. You say, what's the best you could do on this? And they'll say something like, oh, I could do 85. And you go, what about 75? And they go, how about 80? And you go, deal. There's like a very typical play-by-play, here we go kind of deal. Now, you might feel like a total prick, but honestly, you can still do this on people who are providing good deals. Like, I would say my booth. My booth is selling games for $1. It's kind of hard to ask for a discount when your games are $1, right? And you're kind of going to just look like a jerk. So it's really up to you whether or not you want to ask for a deal on that. But, oops. What's the harm, right? You just end up looking like a jerk and being annoying. I mean, that's kind of that's as bad as it can be, right? Worst they can say is no. For me, as a person who is trying to maintain relationships in the community, I will typically not do that. If I think the prices are really fair, I'll just be like, okay, no, I'm good. Like, thank you. Yes, good. You know, maybe ask for a bulk discount, but if you're just getting one thing, I'm just going to be like, well, I'm not trying to make this person hate me, so let's just, we'll leave it be. Okay, this is going to be my last adjustment before giving up on this one. You looking for anything besides Wii remotes? Handheld consoles. We're kind of out of handheld consoles right now. Alright, so this is the last adjustment. If this doesn't work, I'm done with this. I know it's only $1, but could you pay $3.50? I remember having people ask that. Like, oh man, this is a funny one. I was in such a worse mood in my life at this time, but there's this kid at, I don't remember, some kind of expo, and I had knocked every item down to like an insanely low price. I had Metroid Prime on the GameCube for $2. Complete, in box, $2 for Metroid Prime on the GameCube. This was obviously quite a few years ago, before I owned the store. This was just like my personal stuff. At the time, the game was going for $10. So I had it for $2, and this kid comes up and asks for it for $1. And I go, no, are you serious? No. And he goes, oh, okay, it's cool, I'll take it for $2. I was like, no, never mind, don't worry about it, see you later. I was in a very bad mood. I was being a total dick. But, I was just like, are you seriously asking for a 90% discount, an 80% discounted item? Yo! No Noisy Brew? Thanks for the raid! Welcome, everybody, from Noisy Brew's stream. How can I pronounce your name correctly? I would love to be able to say thank you properly. Welcome over to Pink Gorilla Games in Seattle, Washington. You are inside a retro video game store right now. Whoops, oh boy. We sell new games, old games, everything in between. Import games, high-quality Japanese imported merch. Would you guys like a tour around the store really quick? I can show you. Noise Brew. Sounds good. Thank you, Noise Brew. Imagineer, thanks for the follow. Welcome. Brady's Twitch, thanks for the follow. Cast Data, thanks for the follow. Chicken Knuckle, thanks for the follow. Whoa, that's a cool emote. So yeah, would you guys like to take a quick stroll around the store? I was just fixing PlayStation 2 consoles, and it looks like we're getting results with this one. This is a step in the right direction. Y'all in Washington? I'm gonna have to make my way up to Seattle. Yeah, we are in Washington. I think we fixed it. We finally fixed it. Oh, not quite. Not quite. Look at it. It's still glitching. Watch. It's gonna show you full motion video in a second. Anyway. I didn't see too many people ask for a tour. Maybe we'll take a poll. Would you guys like to see a tour? Is it lagging? That's what I'm curious about. Here, I'm going to take this controller I fixed earlier and see if I can get some results out of it. Or maybe we'll just try another game. I literally just stopped it on the place that would be best to tell whether or not it was lagging. Here, let's try a different game really quick. Let's try Final Fantasy X. Yeah, tour. All right, Idlorn, can you take a vote really quick, a poll to see if people would like a tour? I'm gonna run to the restroom. I'll be right back, everybody. Is it skipping the sound because the disc is scratched? That's kind of what I was thinking. I'm gonna pop this guy in the resurfacer. All right, be right back, guys. I'm gonna run to the restroom. 30 seconds. Be right back. Don't worry, I don't wash my hands. I'll be quick. All right, folks, y'all ready for a tour? Yes, tour. Tour has been voted upon. That's not a really big margin of people who are voting in favor of the tour, so we'll be quick. Okay, how about that? Have you ever ordered laser replacements for the PS2 before? I have. All right, folks, let's take a quick tour of the store. So, real quick, just an introduction. My name is Cody. I am the owner of this store. It's called Pink...
Sorry,
what? Your gems are the only ones I'll accept on my pre-purchase gaming stuff. Oh, okay. Well, thank you. I think if we just adjust it one more time, we'll get it. Anyway, welcome to the store tour of Pink Gorilla Games. Excuse me. My name is Cody. I own the store. We've been around 15 years. We have 2 locations here in Seattle, Washington. We have 10 employees, if you include myself and my wife, who are the 2 owners. We also have a repair guy, a guy dedicated to just help out with Twitch orders, and otherwise all the employees are just your standard awesome, helpful employees. So let's take a walk around the store. Excuse me. Again, this is Pink Gorilla. That's pink as in pink, gorilla as G as in Nat, O as in Ouija board, R as in Rwanda, I as in myself, L as in 50, L as in LOL, and A as in R. That's Pink Gorilla, folks. Welcome to the outside. A couple people out tonight. It is a Sunday night. A couple party people here. We're here on the University District, the Ave, as they call it, right next to the biggest university in Washington. So lots of students come in, pick up all the most recent stuff is usually what they're into. Here's our front display. It's pretty cool. We don't sell Legos, but we have a lot of Lego models. My mom owns a Lego store actually in Hawaii, and she built this giant Lego model for me of Mario. It's shaped after the Amiibo. This is actually like completely custom, freehand made, using 6,000 Lego bricks. Pretty crazy, right? Anyway, welcome to the inside. You're going to see right away all these empty boxes of the kind of things we sell, like the original Nintendo, Super Nintendo, GameCube, Wii, Genesis, Saturn, Dreamcast, PlayStation 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 360, etc., everything. Oops, hold on. I lost my Twitch chat. Sorry, guys. Our store is heavily inspired by Japan and Japanese culture. Sorry, there we go. Our store is heavily inspired by Japan and Japanese culture. Everything we do sell in the store is officially licensed. No bootleg anything, whether that means, of course, terrible things like a fake copy of Pokemon. We don't sell that. We don't sell fake plushies. And we also don't sell fun, illegal things, like, for example, fan-translated games. Technically, kind of gray market. No one really cares, but we stay away from that kind of stuff still. So anyway, here are some of our selection of our plushies. All of these are imported from Japan, so you're kind of unlikely to see them ever pop up in America. And as a matter of fact, a lot of these things come out of Crane Games in Japan, so you can only win them. You can't even go to a store and buy them. So it's kind of cool selection. Over here is our Gachapon machines, and we've kind of run out. They're so popular, we've kind of run out of materials to fill them with. Only these ones, these 2 over here, are good and full and working. But this is the one thing we like to do on the stream. If you pop in 4 quarters into this Gachapon machine, you can pull up one random Pokemon. You never know who it's going to be. It could be literally from any Pokemon game except for Sword and Shield. Those guys are still a little bit too new to find their way into our machines yet. But go ahead and get your guesses in, folks. If you can guess what Pokemon comes out of this machine right now, I'll gift out 5 subs, okay? So, get your guesses in. I'm going to go grab 4 quarters. You can guess as many times as you like. It doesn't necessarily have to be from Generation 1, 2, or 3. It could be from X and Y. It could be from Black and White. It could be from Diamond, Pearl, Platinum. It could be from anything. So get those guesses in, folks. I'll be right back. I got to grab 4 quarters. We got this. Someone guess Danny DeVito? This guy's got the right idea. Danny DeVito. Egg human. All right, folks, here it comes. The moment we've all been waiting for. Ilorn, prepare the mod tools. Here it is, folks. I don't think anyone would have guessed this obscure Pokemon. I mean, does anyone even like this piece of shit Pokemon? We have an Umbreon. Did anybody guess Umbreon? Ilorn, please check the chat records. I mean, a pretty obscure Pokemon. I doubt anyone guessed Umbreon. Any guesses? Any guesses? All right. Well, Ilorn is confirming or denying the record of anyone guessing Umbreon. I'm going to continue the tour just a little bit, and I'll check in to see if anyone got it right after our console case. So right over here, we got my man Star Fox, or Fox McCloud. Fun fact, he was actually stolen from us once, but now he's stuck here on house arrest. See, he's chained up to the wall. Sorry, I tripped on him. Ocean's got it right. Okay, cool. I'll gift out the subs right after I show off the console case. So yeah, Mr. Star Fox, Fox McCloud here was stolen from us one time, really long time ago. He was actually sitting in front of one of our old locations a long time ago. And as far as we can tell, we're guessing some kids just like pulled him off the porch, because that seems like something I would have done when I was a teenager. But they just like ditched him in some bushes. So the next day, after we're all upset that we lost poor Fox McCloud, there's only a couple, like 1,000 of these guys out in the world. A homeless guy just wanders in as we're bemoaning the loss of our friend. Some homeless guy just wanders in with this guy and just goes, "Hey, you guys buy these? Do we buy giant Star Fox statues?" Yes, sir. Thank you very much for finding our fox. Here's a couple $100. Thank you for bringing him in. Be on your way, sir. So that's how he's returned to us. Now he's on house arrest forever. So anyway, over here we have our consoles. All of these are clean, tested, and working. Many of them, as a matter of fact, are cleaned, and tested on stream. All of these will include one first-party controller. If it's a newer console, it will be updated so that, for example, Xbox One, PS4, so annoying. They always update, constantly. So if you buy a PS4 from us, take it home, you're going to have no updates because we update it all the way. We also restart it. So it's completely fresh. There's nobody else's data on there, anything weird like that. Unfortunately, that does mean every once in a while that you miss out on some awesome games like the Wii U. That shop's going away sooner or later. You missed out on all those games, but it's, you got to protect people's data. Luckily...
I love everything you do.
Thank you.
Smiley face. Smiley face.
God damn it. Okay, I thought that was going to be longer. Luckily with the Wii never saved anyone's personal information. So every once in a while, a customer will buy a Wii from us, and it's just loaded with like extra games. It's awesome. We don't charge any different for that. It's just kind of like a cool bonus. But yeah, we have pretty much every console. Right now I'm fixing PS2s because we have sold out of PlayStation 2 consoles right now. And then later tonight I will be fixing Nintendos because we're also out of those. And they're pretty easy to fix generally. Alright, let's continue. But before we do, let me gift out some subs. Congratulations to, was it Ocean's 11? Got the Umbreon pick correctly. What a genius. Good job picking an extremely obscure Pokemon. Please observe this pink gorilla creepy mannequin guy as I go gift subs. Thank you, Jesus is one, for the subs. Thank you, sir. There we go. We're all fixed. Okay. Thank you, everybody. let's get back to it. So over here, as I mentioned earlier, we are a retro game store, but we do sell all the new stuff as well. Oh, god damn it. I have my voice playing in the background. One second. Let's get back to it. So, as I mentioned earlier, we are a retro game store, but we do... There we go. Alright. So as I mentioned earlier, we are a retro game store, but we do sell all the new stuff as well. So up here, you'll find used Nintendo Switch games. We also have Wii U games, Wii games, GameCube games, and much, much, much more. But let's go to some more interesting stuff. Handheld consoles. Oh, cool, we got a Game Boy Color recently. These never last very long. Game Boy Advance, we have a ton of WonderSwan systems. WonderSwan was a console that only came out in Japan. Here's some of the more valuable video games that come through. F-Zero GX, that one's pretty sweet. Resident Evil 2. We got a huge collection of amiibos recently, and here's some of the more valuable ones. I love the shine on that, the remake Link's Awakening Link. Dude, I never liked whoever this chick is. I assume her name is Pearl. She looks like a gremlin. Marina's way better. Dude, fuck Pearl. Alright, over here we have Sid Mead's Terraforming. This is our most valuable game in the store. A lot of people ask, what's the most expensive game in your store right now? Here it is, Sid Mead's Terraforming. Turbo Duo game. You know, typically the answer is not very exciting. A lot of people ask, like, what's the most expensive game in the store? And kind of think that it's going to be something they can relate to, but it's usually something very obscure, you know? Alright, right this way we have our really retro stuff like Intellivision, ColecoVision, Atari 2600, Atari 5200, and then to the more less obscure stuff we have original Nintendo and Famicom. If you're not familiar with Famicom, that's just the Japanese version of the original Nintendo. Isn't that weird? Because look at the cart difference. Like, the NES cartridges are like twice the size. Isn't that crazy? But actually, if you were to open up an NES cartridge, you'll notice that most of the boards are about that tall. Like, it's nothing. They're so small. Another thing you'll notice at our stores is that we do replace save batteries on games. So here we have like a copy of Legend of Zelda. We put those stickers on there indicating that we replaced the save batteries. Really old games actually used a battery to retain their save data. So when you turned off your copy of Donkey Kong... Oh, I think I have a box for this. When you turned off your copy of Donkey Kong, it was just... You know, if you didn't have the battery, it would just forget everything you did. So the battery actually kept, like... Basically, it kept the cartridge on the whole time. Here we have Nintendo 64 games, Game Gear games, Sega CD, Sega Master System, Sega Genesis, Sega Saturn, Sega Dreamcast, and even more amiibos. And if you didn't think that was enough amiibos, yo, we got all the amiibos. They've been selling very quickly, but we do have like all the amiibos. Oh my god, and it turns out oh my god, Kelsey's so stupid. Okay, so it turns out yesterday, I was working here, right? We probably got about 100 calls for the Mega Yarn Yoshi amiibo. It sold instantaneously. Like, first thing in the morning, we posted it the day before on Facebook and Twitter for our stores, Facebook and Twitter, and we got a ton of calls right away in the morning. Somebody put it on hold, came in and bought it, and then many, many, many more people called and asked for it. Well, it turns out we had two, but one of them was put all the way over here. Still can't see it, right? One of them was put all the way over here. Hiding here. And Kelsey sends me a picture this morning and goes, "Oh, you're so stupid. We had two Mega Yarn Yoshis. What the fuck?" And I go, "Yeah, dude, why was it hiding over here? Like, why on earth would it be so far away from every other amiibo? Like, I could have sold that like 10 times yesterday. What are you doing? So I told her, hey, put it somewhere less stupid. I guess she forgot. So here we do have another Mega Yarn Yoshi if you're local and want to come in and pick him up. Very, very rare amiibo. I don't know how we have 2 of them. It's a little crazy. Yeah, that's definitely a big boy amiibo. What's the price on Mega Yarn Yoshi? He's a hundo. Very rare amiibo. He was a Toys R Us exclusive. Some of the more interesting things we have here is a Steel Battalion controller. This works with one game. It's called Steel Battalion for the original Xbox. Every one of these buttons actually does something. So when you're firing, it's a giant mech fighting game. So when you're firing up your mech, you have to turn on your oxygen supply, filter control system, fuel flow, all these things. You'll be playing the game and you'll have mud will come on your screen, so you have to turn on your window washers. There will be a fire that will break out in the cockpit. Then you have to use your extinguisher. You have all sorts of different scope modifiers. So you use this to aim your weapon and shoot and everything. But these will change things, so night vision and things like that. And then the communication buttons here. So the game is meant to be LAN together or played with Xbox Live. And you could talk on different channels with people. So your enemies could join the same channel as you and hear what you're talking about. And then here's your throttle, rotation of your mech, and everything. The best part about this game was you would actually lose your save file if you were to not eject when you were dying. So imagine your mech is crashing. It gives you a screen where the whole thing's falling over, you're dying. What you have to do is flip this up and hit the eject button to jump out of your cockpit, and that'll save your pilot. So that'll keep you alive. You fail the mission, but you stay alive. If you don't press that fast enough, it just deletes your game because you died. Really, 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 really cool stuff there. Is there a way to factory reset a soft and modded Wii? Probably. Beats me. Anyway, what else do we have going on here? Original PlayStation games. Here we have disc-only games. This is something we do that GameStop doesn't do, and I don't really blame them, honestly, but we charge a lower price for our games if they are out of their box, if they're just the disc, compared to if they have the box and the manual and all that. PS Vita games, PSP games, Xbox One, PS4, Xbox 360, PS3, PSP, Xbox, and PS2. And etc. Whole big old store full of stuff. But I'm starting to lose my steam, so thanks everyone for joining this tour. If you're interested in buying any of these things, we do not have an online store. That is by design. It's not from incompetence. I promise there's a good reason. Oh, that's on someone's wish list. I gotta grab that. But we do frequent sales on the stream. So if you become kind of a regular viewer, you're welcome to buy just about anything you like from the store. Anyway, let's get back to work. I need some water. When's the next sale? I don't know. I think Tuesday or Wednesday. Rauro47, thanks for the follow. And One Time A, thanks for the sub. Welcome. Yeah, that sounds good, Justice for None. I like that. Anyway, thanks a lot, guys, for joining me on that tour. So right now, again, just to recap, I'm fixing a PlayStation 2 console. It looks like we're on the very edge of fixing it. We're just going to have to adjust the resistance ever so slightly. Let's give it a shot. So we pull out our multimeter here. What are we working on today, chat? What up, One Scared Eagle? Today I'm working on PS2s, because we only have... I fixed one earlier in the stream. Also got a PSP working. So now, if I can just get one more PS2, I'll be mildly happy with our stock. Not thrilled, but I'll be happy enough. There we go. What do we got here? Okay. Whoa! Alright, so let's just lower it ever so slightly. Okay. That's it. Okay. I think this should be good. Is that the sticky one from yesterday? No, I put the one from yesterday. It's in a pile of PS2s to sell at the Portland show with a note on it that says that we attempted to fix it, so there'll be no confusion. But we sell those for just like $5. K-Slick, thanks for the... Whoa, that's a tier 3 sub! Whoa! That is a big boy sub. You never see those. Damn. Thank you for the sub. Thanks for the big boy sub, mister. Racktron, thanks for the sub with Twitch Prime, man. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it, everybody. Alright, so let's see if this last adjustment was able to do it. Do you repair DualShock analog sticks? If so, where do you source them? I would recommend you sourcing them from eBay. A lot of people ask that. Just get your parts from eBay. Let's see here. That's going to be your cheapest option. If you need like capacity for what you asked for, that's what you need to do is source it from eBay. But if you were like say getting capacitor replacement kits or something like that, I'd say Console 5 is a great website for things like that. Okay. You also repair failing marriages. Absolutely, Urgent Sandwich. I don't have one myself, so bring it on. I can help. Am I getting more plushies soon? Yeah, Brenna Wolf. Dude! It still won't read it fast enough. It reads the disc, but just not fast enough. Should I adjust it again or just give up? I feel like I can do it just one more time. Because 750 ohms is the lowest resistance you're allowed to adjust it to before you're going to burn out the laser. So I feel like I should just do that. That's right, Clearlight. We got more plushies coming next week sometime. Or this week. This upcoming week. Alright, one more time. One more time, folks. Then we'll move on to something else. I already have one PS2. That's not a great rate, but... Here we go. Just get the laser from last night's console. That thing didn't work at all. What are you talking about? I don't want anything to do with that one. Alright, I'm going to knock this bad boy down to exactly 750. Not 1 ohm higher or lower. Alright, it's at 731. That's a little bit too low. Old School Shizo, thank you for the entire year of subbing on Twitch. I appreciate it, man.